Hello students, welcome to our channel Rajesh Biology and I'm Rajesh MSc Zoology. Today I'm going to teach about regulation of cardiac activity and disorders of the circulatory system. First of all, our heart contractions and relaxations are under control of the specialized regulatory tissue known as nodal tissue, which is present within the heart. So, autonomically, it can generate its own impulse for the contraction and relaxations. Heart muscle లోనే ఉంటుంది a special nodal tissue known as SAN, synoauricular node, and it generates action potential, and that action potentials are received by the AVN, atrioventricular node, and that atrioventricular node passes that action potential through the bundle fibers, and they are divided into right and left bundle branches, then smaller branches known as Purkinje fibers, which give impulses throughout the ventricular musculature. This is actually our heart regulation. Okay, but some special neurons are present in our medulla oblongata. It is the pons, okay, and this is our brain. Okay, and that brain stem have a special center to control cardiac activity, to control heart, and that center, cardiac activity controlling center, send their impulses through autonomic nervous system, ANS, autonomic nervous system. Autonomic nervous system is divided into two types. You already know this. They are sympathetic and parasympathetic. With the help of sympathetic nervous system, medulla oblongata, the center which controls the cardiac activity, sends some impulses to the heart, and through that impulses heart rate can be altered. That means more and more impulses are generated from the SAN by the stimulation of sympathetic nervous system. It can send a impulse to the SAN, and SAN is under control of this sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems. On the basis of the information, SAN generate action potentials more, then that heartbeat also increases. ఒక రైట్ వెంట్రికల్ని ఇంక్రీజ్ చేయొచ్చు, ఆర్ లెఫ్ట్ వెంట్రికల్ ఇంక్రీజ్ చేయొచ్చు. వెంట్రికులర్ ప్రెజర్ని ఇంక్రీజ్ చేస్తే వెన్ ఎవర్ ద వెంట్రికులర్ ప్రెజర్ ఈజ్ ఇంక్రీజెస్, ద హార్ట్ రేట్ ఆల్సో ఇంక్రీజెస్. దెన్ కార్డియక్ అవుట్పుట్ ఆల్సో ఆల్టర్డ్ బై ద యాక్షన్ ఆఫ్ సింపాథెటిక్ నర్వస్ సిస్టమ్. ఏదైనా సడన్గా మన ముందు ఒక టైగర్ వచ్చింది, ఇఫ్ వి ఫేస్ ఎ టైగర్, సడన్లీ అవర్ హార్ట్ బీట్ ఇంక్రీజెస్ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems. Okay, first sympathetic nervous system stimulated, so a dangerous vision, a dangerous thing enter into our brain through our eyes or through our ears. We may listen about something, మన యొక్క ఎమోషన్స్ని కంట్రోల్ చేసేది ఏదైనా మనం వింటున్నాం అనుకుందాం, మనకేదో కోపం వస్తుంది, వి బికమ్ యాంగ్రీ, మనం ఏదో విన్నాం. సో whenever that input enter into our brain sends signals to the heart, and heart contract very rapidly and send more and more blood due to the sympathetic nervous system. తర్వాత మెల్లిగా మనం ఏదో జోక్ విన్నాం ఆర్ ఎనీ హ్యూమరస్ థింగ్ మనం చూస్తున్నాం, దెన్ అవర్ హార్ట్ ఈజ్ regulated to normal position by the activation of parasympathetic nervous system. I'll explain about the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems in nervous system chapter. First of all, sympathetic and parasympathetic systems are the parts of autonomic nervous system, and our autonomic nervous system can regulate the action of pacemaker. So it is under control of medulla also, even though it self contracting organ, it is under control of మెడులా oblongata autonomic nervous system. పారాసింపాథిక్ నర్వస్ సిస్టమ్ యాక్టివేట్ అయితే ఏమవుతుందంటే మళ్ళీ అది నార్మల్ పొజిషన్కి వస్తుంది, కొంచెం స్లోగా హార్ట్ బీట్ వస్తుంది, కార్డియాక్ అవుట్పుట్ విల్ బి డిక్రీజెస్. ఓకే, స్ట్రోక్ వాల్యూమ్ డిక్రీజెస్, హార్ట్ రేట్ డిక్రీజెస్ when parasympathetic nervous system is activated. When sympathetic nervous system is activated, when we get more emotion, when we get more angry, then heart rate will increase, and the cardiac output will increase. Okay, all the cardiac events are altered by the action of sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems. And there is a special hormone released from the medulla, adrenal medulla. It is the adrenal cortex and it is the adrenal medulla. From the adrenal medulla, where it is present actually, adrenal gland is present above the, just like a cap of kidney. From the adrenal medulla, adrenaline, noradrenaline or epinephrine, norepinephrine release, and they can increase the cardiac output, cardiac heart rate. Okay, heart rate increase చేస్తే or cardiac output ని increase చేయగలుగుతాయి. Epinephrine, norepinephrine. And of course, there is another hormone known as thyroxine. Thyroxine also can increase the heart rate. So these are the regulatory mechanisms which can control the cardiac activity. Now, disorders of circulatory system. First, hypertension. Hypertension is also known as, what is that? High BP. BP means blood pressure. Blood pressure. Before going to know about the high blood pressure, we have to get some idea about the actual blood pressure and what is blood pressure, how we measure it. First of all, our blood have some pressure, and that pressure is against to the walls of the blood vessels, and that pressure is created in the walls of the heart. Whenever our ventricle walls are contracted by the action of that synauricular node, generate action potentials, and the action potentials reach the walls of the ventricles, and that walls get contracted. When the walls of ventricles get contracted, the blood enter into the arches, aortic arches, with some pressure, and that pressure is against to the wall of the aortic arches or against to the wall of the arteries. So the force exerted against to the wall of the blood vessel, that force is known as blood pressure, and that pressure is nearly 120 mmHg. So it is known as systolic blood pressure, and the pressure is present after systole also. That means ఎప్పుడైతే హార్ట్ రిలాక్స్ అవుతుందో, డైలేట్ అవుతుందో, when the heart walls get relaxed, even though there is some pressure, that means the pressure is decreases up to 80 mmHg, and that pressure is known as diastolic pressure. So a actual healthy human being's blood pressure is 120/80 mmHg, and it vary from organ to organ. It is not similar in all the organs. మనకి ఇక్కడ ఉన్న బ్లడ్ ప్రెషర్ ఇక్కడ ఉండకపోవచ్చు, ఇక్కడ ఉన్న బ్లడ్ ప్రెషర్ మనకి ఇక్కడ ఉండకపోవచ్చు. సో it must be calculated with universally by the checking of brachial artery. Brachial arteryని చెక్ చేసి దాని యూనివర్సల్ మెజర్గా మనం తీసుకున్నాం 120/80. We check the blood pressure of brachial artery with the help of sphygmomanometer. Sphygmomanometer is the machine which measure the blood pressure of a human being. And if the systolic and diastolic pressures are increases, like more than 140 systolic pressure and more than 90 diastolic pressure, if a person have more than 140/90 blood pressure, that is known as high blood pressure or hypertension. బీపీ పేషెంట్స్ ఎవరైతే హై బీపీ ఉంటుందో వాళ్ళని సాల్ట్స్ తీసుకోవద్దని డాక్టర్స్ చెప్పడం వల్ల మనం అనుకుంటాం యాక్చువల్లీ అలా. బట్ యాక్చువల్ బ్లడ్ ప్రెషర్ ఈజ్ డ్యూ టు జెనెటికల్ కాజ్. ఏదైనా జెనెటికల్ డిజార్డర్ వల్ల రావచ్చు. తాతగారికి ఉంటే కనుక మనవడికి ఉండొచ్చు, తండ్రికి ఉండొచ్చు, లేదా కూతురికి ఉండొచ్చు. అలా జెనెటికల్గా వస్తుంది ఇది. ఆర్ డ్యూ టు సమ్ అదర్ రీజన్స్ ఆల్సో, అండ్ అవర్ ఎమోషన్స్ ఆల్సో కెన్ కంట్రోల్ ద బ్లడ్ ప్రెషర్. మనం ఎక్కువగా కోపడిపోతూ ఉండడం కానీ ఇలా అనమాట. What happen if the blood pressure is increases? Whenever the blood pressure is increases, the vital organs are affected, like kidneys. Kidneys are affected first, and of course brain affected, liver affected. If the blood pressure is increases, most of the vital organs are affected due to the high blood pressure. Blockages may formed, and heart also may stop due to the high blood pressure. This is about the hypertension. Next, CAD. It is also known as coronary artery disease. Coronary artery disease. CAD is not a software course. It is a disorder. It is a disease. Coronary artery disease. It is due to the deposition of calcium ions and fibers and cholesterol, fats, some other things like this. Okay, due to the deposition of calcium, fibers, cholesterol, fats in coronary blood vessel. What is coronary blood vessel and where it is present? You already know this. Coronary artery is present in the wall of the heart and it gives blood supplies the blood to the heart musculature. Heart musculature receive oxygenated blood through coronary arteries, and that coronary arteries is present in wall of the heart. Whenever calcium or fiber or cholesterol or fat or all of them are accumulated in the wall of the what? Coronary artery or coronary blood vessels which give blood supply to the heart. When they are deposited here, the lumen of the artery become narrow. When the lumen of the artery become narrow, the blood supply to the heart musculature is decreases. Due to the decreased blood supply to the heart musculature, due to the lack of sufficient oxygen, the muscle tissue become die. The muscle tissue become die, and it is known as the narrowing of lumen of blood vessel is known as ischemia. The narrowing of blood vessel is known as ischemia. Due to the ischemia, that means narrowing of blood vessel, there is a insufficient oxygen supply to the wall of the heart. For that purpose, the wall of the heart undergo necrosis. Necrosis means dying of tissue. That particular tissue go to die due to the lack of oxygen, sufficient oxygen lack avi chanipotayi, and this condition is known as necrosis. It is also known as myocardial. It leads to myocardial infarction. It leads to myocardial infarction due to the deposition of calcium or fibers or cholesterol or fats in the coronary artery. The lumen of the coronary artery become narrow. When the lumen become narrow, that condition is known as ischemia. Due to that ischemia of the coronary artery, the muscles never receive sufficient oxygen, so they go to die, and that condition is known as necrosis. Necrosis means the tissue dying. That necrosis occur in the heart, so it is known as myocardial infarction. So it leads to death of the cardiac musculature, and actually the main causes are smoking, diabetes, and high BP also, blood pressure also. These are the reasons for the coronary artery disease. Simple. Next, actually it is not a disorder, it is the condition angina pectoris. Angina pectoris, it is also known as chest pain. Some members may feel chest pain, and it is the actually warning signal. It is also considered as warning signal. Within few days, within few weeks, you may get heart attack. అని చెప్పి ఒక మెసేజ్ అనమాట. ఇట్ ఈస్ ద వార్నింగ్ సిగ్నల్. ఓకే, what is angina pectoris? It is actually known as chest pain, and it considered as a warning signal to the heart attack. Whenever the blood vessels which enter into the heart, either it is coronary artery or some other veins okay, which give blood to the heart or which receive blood from the heart due to the deposition of same calcium, fibers, and what, cholesterol and fat. Due to the deposition of all these things in the walls of the blood vessels, the blood vessels lumen become narrow. Due to that, ischemia condition will occur. Ischemia is nothing but narrowing of blood vessels, right? Ischemia. Due to the ischemia, there is a pain in our chest, and sometimes that pain is from our left hand. లెఫ్ట్ హ్యాండ్ వస్తుంది, తర్వాత చెస్ట్లో పెయిన్ వస్తుంది. ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఏంటంటే యాంజినా పెక్టోరిస్. దీస్ ఆర్ ద వార్నింగ్ సిగ్నల్స్ దట్ యువర్ బ్లడ్ వెజిల్ వాల్స్ ఆర్ deposited with the calcium ions or fibers or fats. So you have to decrease the amount of that fats. You have to reduce the fat diet అని చెప్పి మనకి ఇచ్చే ఒక వార్నింగ్ సిగ్నల్ అనమాట. అండ్ ఆఫ్ కోర్స్ దెర్ ఈజ్ నో నెక్రోసిస్. So it is not a dangerous sign, it is not a dangerous disorder, but it is a warning signal which leads to cardiac artery disease. కార్డియాక్ ఆర్టరీ డిసీజ్ కానీ లేదంటే హార్ట్ అటాక్ కానీ దారితీసే ఒక కండిషన్ ఏంజినా పెక్టోరిస్. ఇట్ ఈస్ ద చెస్ట్ పెయిన్ అండ్ వార్నింగ్ సిగ్నల్ టు ఏ హార్ట్ అటాక్. రైట్, నెక్స్ట్, లాస్ట్ బట్ నాట్ లీస్ట్, హార్ట్ ఫెయిల్యూర్. ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆల్సో నోన్ యాజ్ cardiac failure. That means heart failed in its function. Before going to know about the heart failure, here a small point is missing. Angina pectoris is also caused by the smoking and diabetes and high BP, as like coronary artery disease, because both are same. In coronary artery disease, deposition of calcium, fibers, fat and cholesterol in coronary artery, and it leads to necrosis, and that condition is known as ischemia, and that necrosis present in the heart musculature, so it is known as myocardial infarction. Same in angina pectoris also, deposition of calcium, deposition of fat, cholesterol and fibers or any one of these in the blood vessels, so it results in the narrowing of lumen of the blood vessel known as ischemia. But there is no necrosis in angina pectoris, so it is known as a warning signal. If we neglect that signal, it leads to coronary artery disease or heart failure. What is heart failure? Heart failure means it is the inability of the heart to send volume of blood to the tissues. దానికి కావాల్సినంత సఫిషియంట్ వాల్యూమ్ని సెండ్ చేయలేకపోవడం. సో హార్ట్ ఫెయిల్యూర్ is the condition in which heart cannot pump the sufficient volume of blood to the different tissues, and that condition is known as heart failure because heart is failed in its function. Right? How heart failure will occur? It is also known as a congesting heart failure because of some other tissues also involved in heart failure. Lungs, due to the mucus deposition in the alveolar site, mucus deposition, there is a congestion in the lungs, and there may be some other organ like kidney or liver also may affected by the jaundice or kidney failure due to some other reasons like alcohol. Okay, they also may be congesting. Due to the congesting of different organs, heart cannot receive the sufficient amount of blood and it cannot send to the different organs. That is known as heart failure, congesting heart failure, and it is different from heart attack. Heart attack is different from this. First of all, heart failure. Blood vessels or there is some accumulation of calcium ions or fibers. Due to these accumulations in the wall of the blood vessel, the blood flow towards the heart musculature may interrupted. So for that purpose, the tissue which receive that blood go to die, and that condition is known as necrosis, and it is also known as myocardial infarction. You already know this, right? Due to this condition, heart may lose the ability to send the blood, That condition is known as heart failure. There are different types of heart failures. Heart failure from the left ventricle, heart failure from the right ventricle, or heart failure in both the ventricles. There are so many reasons for the heart failure and cardiac failure or cardiac failure. Here, the small difference between the cardiac failure and the cardiac arrest. Arrest is nothing but attack. Cardiac arrest is cardiac arrest will occur suddenly. ఎలాంటి సిమ్టమ్స్ ఉండవు, సడన్గా హార్ట్ ఆగిపోతుంది. చాలామంది చనిపోతూ ఉంటారు, హార్ట్ అటాక్ అండి అంటారు. చూపించలేదా అంటే తెలియలేదని చెప్తూ ఉంటారు. సడన్గా మనం మాట్లాడుతూ ఉండగానో లేదంటే సడన్గా ఒక పెయిన్ వస్తుంది అనమాట, హార్ట్ అటాక్ డ్యూ టు ద కార్డియాక్ అరెస్ట్. అది పరిగెడుతూ సడన్గా ఆగిపోయినట్టుగా. కరెంట్ షాక్ గేమ్ ఆడతారు కదా, యు నో అబౌట్ ద కరెంట్ షాక్ గేమ్. పరిగెడుతూ సడన్గా ఇలా టచ్ చేసిన వెంటనే అలా బొమ్మలు ఆగిపోతారు. యాజ్ లైక్ దట్ కార్డియాక్ యాక్టివిటీ suddenly stopped, and that stoppage of heart is known as cardiac arrest. It is also known as heart attack. At that time it is not for so many hours, ఇది ఎక్కువ గంటల సేపు ఉండదు, ఇట్ ఈస్ జస్ట్ ఫర్ ఫ్యూ సెకండ్స్. మళ్ళీ ఇది నార్మల్ కండిషన్లోకి రావచ్చు, ఒకవేళ రాకపోవచ్చు. బట్ హార్ట్ ఫెయిల్యూర్ ఆర్ కార్డియాక్ ఫెయిల్యూర్ ఈజ్ అక్కర్ గ్రాడ్యువల్లీ. మనకు తెలుస్తుంది, వీ కెన్ సెన్స్ ద యాంజినా పెక్టోరిస్ బిఫోర్ గెటింగ్ కార్డియాక్ ఫెయిల్యూర్. Angina pectoris gives some signal, chest pain or left hand pain to us, and that angina pectoris is not based on gender, female or male, ఎవరికైనా రావచ్చు. అండ్ ఏజ్డ్ పర్సన్స్, నార్మల్ పర్సన్స్ ఎవరికైనా రావచ్చు. మోస్ట్లీ కొంత ఏజ్డ్ పర్సన్స్కి వస్తూ ఉంటుంది angina pectoris. ఎప్పుడైతే angina pectoris వచ్చిందో మనం కానీ అలర్ట్ అవ్వకపోతే ఏమవుతుందంటే ఇట్ గ్రాడ్యువల్లీ లీడ్స్ టు ద హార్ట్ ఫెయిల్యూర్. సడన్గా ఎప్పుడో తెలుస్తుంది, అప్పుడు మనం కార్డియాక్ ఫెయిల్యూర్ అని చెప్పేసి మనం హాస్పిటల్కి వెళ్తే టిష్యూ చేంజ్ చేయడం కానీ లేదంటే ఆర్గాన్ ట్రాన్స్ప్లాంటేషన్ కానీ జరుగుతుంది. ఇన్ కరోనరీ ఆర్టరీ డిసీజ్, జస్ట్ ఫర్గెట్ అబౌట్ ద bypass surgery. Actually, what is bypass surgery? It is the heart musculature and it is the coronary artery. When CAD occur, that means coronary artery disease, due to the deposition of calcium ions in the wall of the coronary artery, the lumen become narrow, due to the deposition of some fat molecules, the blood circulation, the blood flow may interrupted. At that time, doctors do a engineering work. That engineering work is, he cut the blood vessel here and here also, and he build a new blood vessel. I'll draw in a large manner. It is the blood vessel, coronary artery, and here the blockage. Due to the blockage, blood cannot reach the heart musculature. This is the heart musculature. For that, doctors build a new blood vessel like this. ఊరి చివరి నుంచి ఒక బైపాస్ రోడ్ ఉంటుంది చూసారా, అలా. సో ద బ్లడ్ ఈజీలీ కెన్ పాస్ త్రూ లైక్ దిస్. ఇట్ ఈస్ నోన్ as bypass surgery. It is occur in coronary artery diseases. Okay, so this is about the disorders of circulatory system.